ghost. However, as we've noticed with this game, the ghosting doesn't occur straight away. There tends to be a good second or two delay between a car hitting a wall or spinning to it actually ghosting. So that could, as we can now begin, that could provide some interesting situations, potentially race-changing incidents. If that was to occur, probably not too similar to what we just witnessed in the F1.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate, that was. But I mean, Force India Mercedes to the rescue.
The skeptics, as always. Yeah, rather unfortunate what we witnessed just now in the Brazil Grand Prix. I won't give too much away for those that may not have seen it, especially for those who don't have the ability to watch Sky Sports. It'll obviously be on later on.
Oh my god, this is the first time I've just realised this. Oh, okay.
What?
Just came up with a bandwidth issue. On, not on the stream, on the game, not stream.
On the game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've had that once or twice.
First time in either league we see a Williams.
Yes, we have had a new driver join us, Luke Bailey 14, being the username. He has joined or taken a seat in the Williams. He is a friend of J19's. It was J19 who got Luke into contact with me to get him interested in the league and signed up and racing. I have not seen any track time from this guy whatsoever.
Ooh, that looks a bit cloudy.
Yeah, I've not seen any track time from Luke at all, so I have no information.
It's ultra soft, medium here, isn't it? Or ultra soft, supers, medium. Or ultra supers, soft. Sorry.
I believe so.
So who are we missing then?
We don't have either Tor Ross this evening, both YR and Putterman couldn't make it. Callum Rose couldn't make it either in the Ferrari. And I have not heard anything from Conreys in the Renault either. So those would be the three drivers go up to 15. We would be up to 16 when Mayhem's teammates joins.
Next race it should be, shouldn't it?
Hopefully next race, if not definitely after the Christmas break, it would definitely be. It's either within the next 2 rounds.
Because you got Canada after, not after this one, after the race after that. Because you got Spain, but we won't be doing Canada, will we? Because of this Christmas break.
Well, that basically what will be. We've got Spain next, and then Monaco, and then it's the Christmas break.
Oh, it's missing a race.
And then yes, so we've got 3 rounds left. And then we have our Christmas break, which effectively for both leagues is pretty much 1 month off.
So I'm trying to work this out. Do we get to do Canada, or do both of leagues miss Canada?
No, we still do Canada. We just have a 1 month gap between races.
Yeah, I know that. But is Canada before or after Christmas?
After the Christmas break.
Right. Okay. But is it before for F2?
No, both after. Monaco's the last round before Christmas for both rounds.
Right, okay, that's what I was trying to get at.
Which I've said 3 times.
Oh, shut up. It's a long day. We've got a chaotic race coming up. We don't want to fall out now.
Yes. We've had enough fallings out based on online games we've been playing earlier on today anyway. So everyone has retired, which is good. Hopefully that means everyone's put in their setup. I have been informed it's a dry race,
right?
Which will cheer most people up. But that does not mean we will be exempt from any action or potential carnage. As I said earlier, due to the style of the track, it makes it very, very tricky to get right for 53 laps, I want to say?
Sounds right, doesn't it?
So, as we know, it's a dry race. I would expect people to be coming out fairly sharpish. But what tyres? I mean, we've got, there you go, we've got drivers selecting the super softs. We've got Dave, who selected the soft.
Yeah, you're going to see a few different tyres in this because the rears wear so badly here.
And of course, I will have to mention as well, this was discussed during the week and with FIA and such, and regarding the rule on how to approach the pit lane entrance, because here there is a proper designated white line between the pit lane entrance and the racetrack, whereas on the previous races up till now it's not really been anything to worry about. So the way the drivers have been informed, on the basis as per the regulations pretty much in real life, if they are intending to pit, they have to ensure they have all four wheels to the left-hand side of the solid white line on the approach to the pit lane entrance. However, in regards to, it was mentioned as well regarding the little chicane bits in the pit lane entrance as they actually go to the left-hand side of the pit wall, it was basically decided it will be too difficult to police due to us only having two pairs of eyes. It's almost moved in the wall.
Yeah, already. That's the one problem we got. It's a very, very, very quick street track. It's quicker than Valencia used to be.
The chicane in the pit lane entrance, the drivers are free to navigate that as they wish. We've basically decided to, if the game does penalise anyone for doing, cutting too much the corner or whatever.
See where the pit lane line is. It is there. Okay.
So that solid white line you just saw on the left-hand side as someone passed it, all drivers must be to the left of that to go into the pits, but also they cannot go fully into that line and continue a lap.
Correct.
So if they're fully committed inside the white line, they must hit. Otherwise they'll be...
Now, if you have two wheels over your line, that's
two wheels is fine if you're committing to doing another lap. Two wheels is not fine if you're coming into the pits.
Right.
Because you're allowed, obviously, two wheels outside of the white line.
So in mitigating circumstances, then, putting a scenario in, we have a drag race to the line. The car overtaking enters the pit lane entry commitment line and passes before the checkered flag line.
In theory, it's deemed as not allowed, because it'd be like, if there was grass there, you wouldn't see people committing down to that side.
Correct.
It's technically not the track. We actually saw it, for anyone, we actually saw it in the Grand Prix just now, when I believe Bottas was lapping a car.
Yes.
Coming down the pit straight. He tried committing to the left, but would have ended up fully within the white line of the pit entrance, and he would have been penalised, so he had to back out of it. So, if you're committing to an overtake,
we don't also know what a quick lap time is as well. We'd like to point this out as well. We don't know. Someone's completed the first one, 42.3.
Oh man, 42.3.
Immediately beaten by 39.0.
I will explain as well regarding your point there, Stephen. If two drivers are side by side, and the driver on the right hand, the right hand car of the two, if they're going side by side, if it forces the car and it's inside, fully within the four lines, it would be deemed as pushing them off the track.
Right.
Because it affects track limits. So people will not be allowed to force.
So right, okay then. So yeah, it's highly unlikely for a drag race that they'll go to the left at that point. Yeah. You'd more likely probably go to the right. But if then the person starts squeezing the person to the left into the wall, that would mean then that the person who pushed the person into the pit lane commitment line
would be deemed as forcing the cars off the track.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that, especially during the race as well. So that's going to be an interesting one. Salman's crashed.
Oh yeah, he's
crashed. Lap time's gone all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah.
I think Charlie's doing another out lap, which is interesting because he's just gone around again.
No, 2 minutes, 2 minute lap. He's obviously made an error. He's done a 2 minute.
Yeah, but he's not going quickly though. Now.
Unless he's
Dave's crashed.
Dave crashed as well.
That was my point.
Now, is that a second slow lap, or has he made an error?
I watched him go by the start line.
Oh, there's Dave. Oof. Dave's crashed at turn 3.
Ah.
As Charlie navigated his ghosted car. It didn't look like it was ghosted for a second.
Seems like Ultrasoft seems to be the preferred tyre to start. Although saying that, Supes has selected the Supersoft and normally the McLarens follow each other. Soulman crashed on the way to where Mayhem's just gone through because I saw a bit of front wing there. This is obviously just to get through to Q3. You'd imagine here, deployment and battery is quite an important, or quite demanding here.
Yes, I mean, we haven't done any testing because some people may know, some people may not know. You and I are not.
I don't think this is in a quick lap. 41? 41.3. So Michael C's lap of a 39.0 might be a genuinely quick lap. And Mayhem had to do 2 laps.
Yes.
What did he mark on Matey Boy?
I suspect that you won't be able to get around the entire lap in hot lap modes because there's a lot of flat out sections.
I think you can. I think looking at J19 here, although I don't know whether or not this is a quick lap or not. 35.5 for a first sector, by the way.
Blood and Sands was at 35.3 first sector.
But first sector is just the run to turn 3. Oh no, it's a bit more than that.
It's two turns, and
there's been another 40, I think. 38, 39, 40, 39.9.
39.9.
But on the super soft tyre.
Yes. Blood and Sands next one across the line. This will be a 40. That's a good, decent lap here for Blood and Sands.
40.5. Very good lap time.
Not a bad lap time from him.
So who's just crashed? Someone's had an issue. Right, Supes is out on the track and is about to do a lap time, but his first sector was a 36.0. So this could be a 40 or a 41.
40, I think.
41. 40.8. So
for the likes of Madman, Matey Boy and White, all they have to... Oh, that was close for Matey Boy in turn 1. They just have to beat a 42.3 to get through.
Yeah.
Because Dave hasn't set a time, and Soulman, if they beat that, will mean Soulman and Dave will be 11th and 12th and the 2 driving out.
So it's effectively... so someone else has had an issue in Sector 1.
I think that's a White... Soup, sorry, going slow, having just set his lap.
Ah.
But at least we've actually got a target lap time that is not going to be moving.
Right, Matey Boy 35.5 first sector on the Supersoft, match J19. So J19 is your sort of marker point for Supersoft runners.
Ooh. Locking the rears into the carton section. That's wide.
That's 4 wheels off, surely, isn't it?
Yes. That is, in theory...
invalidation.
An invalidated lap, because he's gone 4 wheels off. There's debris there on the outside.
Yeah, that's from Soulman's crash, I think.
So that's Soulman. Yeah, that was 4 wheels off. In theory, that lap, we should back out of this lap. But we'll keep an eye on that, because if he improves further, then he will go through anyway.
I don't know actually, this doesn't look particularly quick. 7:38, it'll be a 40, yeah. 40.6.
There's 4, but...
Is that time from J19's pretty quick. We've got to keep an eye on Madman now. Madman's on the Ultra Softs.
He's on the Ultra Soft and he's on his outlap.
That's interesting. McLaren have split. Mayhem's out again. There as well. So's Luke Bailey. I used to have a friend called Jack Bailey. I used to always call him Monsieur Bailey. I'll try and avoid doing that. Whee! So this is the crucial one. Where? What?
Sorry, I'm just going to say good evening, Mr. BK, who's watching my stream.
Ooh.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Where are you? Good Lord, where are you?
Right, so the Madman navigates turn
So that's
1 and 2.
interesting as well. Have you noticed Charlie may have actually noticed the two drivers that crashed, and all he had to do was get in.
Well, he's not through at the moment, though.
He is through because he's ninth.
No, but you've got to think of it. Soulman is actually technically...
I don't think it... No, I don't think so, because his time would still be above White's. Wouldn't it?
Yeah, but what the game does, it puts him down to the bottom of the top 10 if he's going through, regardless of his position. So technically, Charlie is 10th right now. And if Madman improves, Charlie would be the one going out. And then Soulman would technically get through, but then not be able to take part in Q3.
We'll have to see about...
Charlie...
Ooh, that was close.
Charlie needs...
We have to keep an eye on people's interpretation of track limits through that chicane.
Yeah, Charlie's
on an outlap now.
Again.
I didn't see what Madman's first sector time was, admittedly. It was a 34.9.
That's quick.
Right, yeah, but we don't know what Michael C did. So we don't actually know what the bench is. All we know what is the lap time is.
Look at his deployment, it's just about alright as well. So he's just going to run out as he crosses the line.
34, 35, 36, 37.
Oh, might not be.
39.1.
39.1.
Ooh.
Game on.
What do you think the delta time is between all that Luke Bailey has improved to a 40.8?
Well, there you go, see look, there's the graphic now. Charlie is now below Soulman again.
Yes, you're right, yes.
So Charlie...
Oh, Mayhem's in the wall! How the heck did Mayhem get away with that?
Well, one unfortunate thing for these guys is obviously damages on fall, not simulation.
Yes, if he was... even so, how the hell did he get away with that?
I'm going to keep an eye on Charlie. He's just about to start a lap now.
Literally, he hit the castle section wall head on.
It's a good thing he head on as in nose in rather
nose in, yes. But was turning at the same time though. But he didn't actually physically stop. He sort of hit the wall while turning, and the wall pushed him round the corner, if that makes sense.
Right. Charlie's on a lap now. He needs to beat a 42.3. White. It's actually White on a 43.1 at the moment. It's the target lap time.
No, it's a... Yes, it is. Yes, sorry. Yes.
You need to learn the graphics.
That's very confusing, that. Why don't they just leave the lap time where it is?
I don't know.
It'd be a lot more easier, rather than just leave it being really confusing.
White is committing staying in the pits now. So
35.4 first sector for Charlie, so that's half a second off of Madman.
There's a little curve there, that's unsettled the car. This is the crucial bit. This is where all the time primarily can be won or lost.
What's the...
Cautious. Using all the available track,
they're pushing the boundaries there.
They are pushing the boundaries. Does he get that stop?
Just about, but misses the curb, crucially.
Right,
there, actually.
How do you guys see his deployment? On his steering wheel? I don't know if it's just my screen, but it doesn't look like he's used a lot.
No, deployment might be not as bad as we thought then. Might be more engine related.
This will get Charlie through.
39.4. That's not bad.
and that does mean White is out of Q2.
Yes.
So we're only going to have a top 9 shootout with Soulman having destroyed his car.
Charlie might as well retire now.
Yeah, Charlie might as well retire. He's the only one out there, and he's through. So he might as well just press retire. I suspect he is going to do the official in-lap. That's a good point. I'll also, considering one of our certain viewers watching, I will give a shout out to the old git, Mr. Demon Racer, for his birthday today.
Yep, happy birthday, Miss Your Demon.
Yeah.
We won't mention them. We won't mention the age, but put it this way: if it was Roman numerals, might need 2 pages.
I think we lose ourselves when we start converting his age into binary.
Well, this is the thing, you see, because I'm trying to work out the Roman numerals. Is it K? He's very close to.
Oh, he said thanks, but I think that's going to be a follow-up message in a minute. So Charlie's, I think, going to box it, and this will be the demo, hopefully, as well, of how you're meant to take the pit lane.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a look first.
Yeah, we'll have a look, but no pressure, Charlie.
Or is he going to complete the lap? He's going to complete the lap.
Yeah,
I think that's the correct way, because otherwise it might take a few more seconds for it to count through.
Yeah.
So.
The expletive Stephen heading your direction from Monsieur Demon.
Bothered. It's in your streams, not mine.
Right. So it looks like game on at the top. Charlie not being too far behind. But unfortunately, White, I'm not sure if he thought that because Soulman had crashed he would go through. But unfortunately, he finds himself out of qualifying. Soulman won't be able to participate.
But starts on brand new tyres for White, and that might be an advantage here.
Yeah, that's the one issue for Soulman. He's crashed, but he has to start on those ultras. He technically made it into Q3, so Soulman is committed.
We've got
to
3 drivers
tires.
starting on the supers. McLaren have split strategy, which is interesting. So have Mercedes.
There we go, top 9 shootout. Who will be the first to commit?
Probably Michael C. He's normally the first one.
We've got 12 minutes, and this will be it's a long
Oh
lap.
no, it's a Mercedes.
That will be that'll have to be it's J19
Both of them are in.
Charlie.
J19.
You have to say on this track, if you're going to do a slowish outlap to look after the tyres, you don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, it's not
in
the
Q3.
It's not the shortest of laps, is it? Because it's a 1:39. Will anyone get into the 38?
I would think maybe pole position will sneak into a high 38. I reckon. But I think we're pushing no more than a 38.8 maybe. So we shall see. But if you say a 1 minute 38 for a fast lap, and then a slow lap, you're probably looking around 2 minutes. That's 5.5 minutes of a 12-minute session for one run. So you're looking maybe 6 minutes, and some people aren't even out yet.
No, so I'm committing either to a 1 lap. So we're definitely certain it's at least 2 stops here.
I would have
at
thought
least.
so.
Looking at how badly the rear tyres wear here, you want to get off that ultra soft tyre as soon as possible and get onto either. Probably want to try and get the soft tyre to work, preferably.
As we saw with Dave in Q2, I don't know if it was just down to the soft tyre or if he made an error. He didn't make it work in one lap mode. Charlie will be the first. J19,
No, it'll be
sorry, will be the
J19.
first set a lap.
To 214.15 mile an hour.
Little bit deep into one. Just about got away with that. Turn two.
Ooh, a lot of curb.
Oh, a lot of curb, but it looks like you get away with doing that.
So it seems like a 34 is a quick first sector, followed by sort of maybe a 50, mid to low 15 in the middle sector. It looks like.
Right. So we'll get the first sector time now.
I think it'll be a 35, 35.3.
35.3.
But Charlie was a 35.5 and was and possibly probably clawed time back later in the lap.
Yeah.
So it's not over yet.
That looked quite aggressive.
Yeah, J19. What's the exit here like? Legal.
Again, on the
pushing, but legal. Ooh, this looks good. Oh.
15.3.
Yeah. So this will be a low 39, I think.
How did you get this?
Pretty smooth.
Pretty smooth, and it's now trying to just find the shortest route to the line. The RS Ion, all of the deployment views, and it's a 39.1.
So I was right at low 39.
What about Madman? He's on his lap now.
Michael C's further round. What's he like through? Oh, easily legal, Michael C. Very legal. Only crossing the line on his right-hand tyres. Nowhere even remotely close to being questionable. Oh, he tapped the wall though. Ooh, sideways. Ooh.
Madman's first sector, 34.7.
Yep, same with Michael C. And a 14 in the second sector for Michael C. This will be this will be a 38. Oh, is he at the wall? Michael C's at the wall. Gets away with it, but still going.
Half a section, and again, a little bit less aggressive than J19, but still using a lot of track.
38, 38, 8.
38, and that was including hitting the wall.
On the sweepers at the end.
Madman, end of second sector, 14.3.
Miles faster. That's miles faster than Michael C.
This could be a low 38, mid to low 38 here, and he's much smoother through the.
Yeah. That's where Michael C hit the wall.
So surely this is going to be enough a pole provisionally. What is it going to be? 35, 36, 37...
37.9. Wow!
Wow, he's just blitzed pole position there by nearly pretty much.
A second.
Pretty much. It's just shy of 9/10. What about Luke
right,
Bailey?
Michael C, what have you now got?
We've got damage on the approach to the castle section here.
Someone's hit the wall then. I wonder if it's Luke Bailey. No.
No, I've just gone on board with him. He's just navigated that. I'm not sure who's hit the wall. Might have been Matey Boys. He's come back. I think he's come back in the
Matey
pit.
Boy hasn't gone out yet.
Charlie's on an outlet, so it wasn't him. Oh, Soups has smashed the wall. He's now.
It's Michael C. It was Michael C. Michael C's missing his right-hand side end plate.
Okay. Soups has also knocked the right-hand side of his wing on the exit of the castle section.
Ooh, wide.
That's
legal, but
downforce for Soups. This might be interesting through.
Still flat.
Easy fine, but it's still flat. But no, I think he's gonna not be too. Where would this put him? Fifth.
Yeah, easy. 39.9.
39.9. Luke Bailey is pitted, so he obviously. Charlie's just starting a lap now. Let's keep an eye on Charlie. He navigates turn 1.
He's in ERS 4. Have you noticed? Oh, someone's gone straight on him. McLaren's gone straight on in turn.
That'll have to be suits to
Madman's just entered the pit lane.
Charlie's
He's backed
slowed
off.
down.
I wonder if he's seen he was in 4.
Maybe. There's a Mayhem and Matey Boy exit the pits.
Well, he's got a lot of work to do. I'm surprised that he's that far behind.
J19 as well on his outlap, just in the castle section at the moment.
But to be honest though, this race could be all about survival, as it sometimes is.
We've seen in the past.
Well, so the battle for second is relatively close.
I still think there's more there from Michael C.
Well, it should. You'd hope so. Otherwise, Madman's going to run and hide. And we'll have to hope for a Force India.
Right, J19 is just coming out onto the final sector now to start his, what will be probably his final run.
The question is, will Madman come back out?
You would think Madman would come out just to cover it at least. You wouldn't want to stay in the pit lane and see your time get beaten knowing you couldn't do anything about it. But J19 starts his lap now. Turn 1 much better than last time. It was a little bit deep last time.
Not as much curb, a lot smooth on the power.
And a long drag down to turn 3. It's after turn 3 when the hard work really begins. Really committed through 3. Nice through 4. 35.3 did last time. It's
35.3 again.
Exactly. It's showing exactly
less
the same.
curve. That was much smoother.
I'm not sure we're getting accurate graphics here for J19. Right, castle section. Lock up, but fine. Nice tight line, that's much better.
It looks a lot smoother and a lot really under control. The car is performing well.
He got the line good there, it meant he was able to take a nicer line out of the castle section to get on the power early. This is a 14, that was a 14.
This might go ahead of Michael C here.
It might put him right with Michael C, if not just ahead.
A bit wide there, but Michael C hit the wall there, so we don't know whether or not that will hinder his straight line speed.
I think this will be 38.
38.3.
Wow, great lap.
Right, what will Michael C now do? Leader of the champion, wide in turn 4.
Madman has just come out now.
34.7 again.
Madman's got to push on his outlap.
First gear being used by Michael C. Whoa, that was quick!
Whoa!
Oh, a bit sideways there. But will it have gained time? It looked a lot more deep. Oh!
Is Charlie in 3 there? Charlie's moved up the 4.
Oh, 14-1. 14-1. This is going to be close.
This is going to be close. Can he get this section right? He messed up here last time. It's much better.
This will be tight. Good. Will he get part? This will be very, very tight. Doesn't seem as quick as J19 down the straight.
37.
8.
He's done it. Pole position at the moment for Michael C. Charlie hits the wall.
Oh, Mayhem's improved to a 39.6, by the way. I don't know if you've seen.
He has. Madman is going to cross the line with about 10 seconds to spare. 8 seconds to spare, something like that, if not less than that.
God, it's close in the midfield. Charlie did a 39.4.
London Sands 39.4. I'm impressed by his lap time.
15.6. Matey Boy's 4 tenths up on himself. This will put him funnily enough, in the 39.4s. If it keeps it with him, that was close. But he might run out of deployment. Just. He doesn't have the straight line speed. This will be tight. 39.5. Whoa.
Up to 6. Right, Madman, first sector. 34.7.
Soups was a 35 hit the wall. That was the deep. No, Soups laps has gone. I think. I would say Soups' laps has gone. He mucked up the castle section completely.
Madman through the castle section now. Again, really committed. Nice line. Smooth on the power. What will his middle sector be?
It's a 16 from Soups. It's not going to trouble anyone, I don't think.
Oh, nicely through Madman. 14-0.
Yeah,
Madman.
Soups is in 4. This isn't going to trouble anyone. 37, 38. Oh, saying that. Ooh, 39, 40. No.
Madman on the sprint to the line. He's right on Michael C's time.
Will he beat it? This will be for pole. No! Yes, he did! 37.7.
He got it. Madman steals pole from Michael C. What a session that was!
Again, another good one. Another good close session. Sets it up quite nicely. The front two, the championship protagonists at the front, and you've got what seems to be utter chaos behind. Because look, J19 seems to be on his own. Then we got
from 4th down. It's half a second down to
you could be 4th to yeah. You could probably include Soups in there as well. Yeah, maybe even Luke Bailey in that.
Luke Bailey, he might not have got his best lap time in there on the 40.2. I think he actually went quicker than that in Q2. He must,
yeah,
I think he did. So Luke Bailey might be on sort of in that battle with Soups, Mayhem, Matey Boy, Blood and Sand. I think Blood and Sands is the standout name there.
Yeah, very, very, very well done for Blood and Sands.
So we've got the 5-minute break now. It's 7:41. Just
synchronized phones.
So at 7:47, we will be heading off.
Right. So what did we learn in qualifying? Not very much. We don't know who's quick where.
We say we haven't done any testing to really know what the tyres are like in race trim and how long the tyres last and so on.
But when we have done sort of 20% races, the rears go on the ultras in about 3 laps. In 3 laps, if you don't really look after them, they go off in about 10% more than the fronts.
So we're probably looking between 10 and 15.
For first stop, yeah. And then by that logic, supers would be another 5 laps and softs would be another 5 laps.
Around that.
Well,
I can't imagine...
theoretically, if we work this out, previous races we've done, supers and softs is an easy 1-stop. If you add the laps together. So if it's a 53 lap race, that would dictate that probably softs will do 30 laps?
Softs about,
probably.
28 to 30.
And then supers 25.
Yeah, ultras 15, 20.
That's what I would say, at a rough guess.
So apparently, from messages I'm getting on my group chat, apparently Max Verstappen's been shoving Ocon in the pit garages.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
A little bit of argy-bargy between those two.
Spoiler alert!
Post-race. So, based on quali pace, it's going to be looking like a two-way battle for the lead.
Well, we don't know what White can do either, because White starts on new tyres, and he should be really with that battle for fourth.
Sort of amongst, around where Charlie...
and Dave, to be honest, as well.
Yes.
And Soulman can spring a surprise. Remember China? Or was it
Well,
Bahrain? He was
Salman,
sick for ages. That was a real limited track as
I
well.
think Salman's finishing positions this year are a sixth, and a seventh or something. He's had
Surviving.
some consistent. Yeah, he's doing the sort of approach that we've come familiarised with the likes of Devil from last year and over the previous years. Sort of just focusing on getting to the end, not doing anything silly or too silly, and you tend to find yourself picking up a couple of points here and there. So I have been advised, as I said right at the beginning of the stream, it's been informed it's a dry race. We're not expecting any rain to be involved during this race, which I think these guys will be rather relieved on. But that does not mean we're not going to get an exciting race. The first few laps around this track, historically, through the leagues, tends to be rather hectic. I mean, last year in our league, for example, we
another
had
thing as
rain
well, we've
like
forgotten, J19 starts on the Super Softs as well as Matey Boy.
Yes, he does.
So what will that, and so does Soups as well. And what will that do to everything?
It'll make it rather. Yeah, we'll have to sort of see as the first thing goes. But they need to just focus on keeping out the barrier.
But historically, though, as the races have shown, starting, especially in the F1 league anyway, starting on the harder tyre isn't necessarily the best
way around.
No.
Yeah, as was proven last week.
And
the
in
week before
Bahrain.
that, actually. The race before that, sorry, yeah. So yeah, it obviously will sort of plan out differently for different tracks, because I suspect around here, tyre temperatures may not be the biggest issue. Front tyre temps, anyway. It's more the
surface bubbling.
Yeah. Right, time is up, so I know Dave 1025 tends to listen to me. If you're listening to me, Dave, hit the go button. Let's go racing. There we go.
He's pressed go.
Nice having our little helper involved.
Little elf.
Right, so let's see what tyres White and Dave choose to start the race on. So Dave on softs, White on ultras. We say J19, Matey Boy and Soup to the 3 on the Super Softs. Having got through Q2 on those sides. So Dave is, as always seems to be the case, playing the long game.
J19's gone.
J19 is
I was going to say, why is there a yellow flag in Sector 1?
He's had an issue with more yellow Sector 1. Not really.
I've just seen the image of the Ocon and Verstappen. We've got the FIA sticking in, and actually it's sort of almost like a like the weigh-in sort of bout going on, sort of thing, for like a UFC match.
Actually being held back.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sort of like Ocon's being held back by Joe Bauer. Verstappen's running away, or walking away, and it's when the driver's being weighed.
Yeah. thought it would be. Madman has not hung about on this formation lap. There's a
I don't know why he's done that.
There's a rather long gap. I mean, he's pretty much on the grid already, and Dave, who's in the back of the field, has only just come round, in theory, to sort of the final proper corner on this track. So they're going to have a fair old wait.
Was this tactical to get Michael C's tyres to cool on the grid?
Oh, they're both on the same tyre.
But it looks like I have finally a good starting position. Yay! Looks like I have a good starting view. Not particularly high, but it's a good-ish starting view.
Still a heads-on view.
Yes, makes a change.
As the last of the cars line up.
Ah, that's better. We're a bit higher now.
3 lights, 4 and 5. The lights tend to glitch out. We wait for the light. We'll wait for the people to move. There we go. We're away. And Michael C's got a cracking start. Michael C straight into the lead. Madman holds the outside line. But Michael C heads. Oh, Madman, sorry, heads Michael C. Charlie has jumped J19.
Oh, Michael C's already in the wall.
He's in the wall. And Charlie's going to get him. Michael C's done exactly what the opposite of what we were talking about, keeping out of the barrier. Right, how do they all navigate through turn 3? All seem to be surviving through turn 3. J19 4th, Matey Boy up to 5th, Blunder Sand 6th, Soup 7th, Mayhem 8th, Soulman 9th, White 10th, Luke Bailey's had a... Oh, Michael C's had a shocker, he's down to 7th. What's happened there?
I think he's either... He's spun. No, he hasn't. No, I think he might have done.
Back up the inside of his teammate. He might have just had like a half spin, maybe coming back at Charlie or something.
Or hit the curb too much.
But yeah, Michael C has found himself towards the back of the surely he's got to pit. What about back there? So Luke Bailey has now found himself at the back of the field in 12th.
2 Mercs are together. Different strategies.
Yeah, Madman 2.5 seconds ahead.
Already.
We're not even at the end of the first lap.
Now what we've got to remember is Michael C does lead the championship by de facto of the Bahrain incident and the result at China.
Yeah.
So in theory this could equal out the result of Bahrain with that pit stop issue. This battle's going on further behind. Luke's run at the end. Ooh. Yes, Michael Z did pit. And new front wing soft. Super soft, super soft, soft, soft.
Soft.
I hate when the game changes its bike all the time. The problem is that Madman does need to make a gap because otherwise J19 could, the J19 and Matey Boy, both for 3rd and 4th, could come back.
Yeah.
Oh, someone just hit the wall himself, but more of a graze.
He's done the same on the exit at 2. He's already grazed the wall on turn 2 this lap. Oh, I think Soups has just bashed the wall in the car.
So did Mayhem.
Well, Blunder Sanders and the half spin. Let's let Soup through.
Did Mayhem lose any front? Mayhem's lost a bit of front wing. He's also hit the wall.
Woo! Oh, Blunder Sanders is nearly having a half spin. Mayhem's hit more wing off. And Blunder Sanders spun again.
Nothing Mayhem could do there.
No. Blunder Sanders, he's waiting. He's now waited for Luke.
Oh, no, big crash! How the hell did both of them survive? How the hell did them two survive?
Luke's crashed.
Luke's got caught up in it, that's why.
Yeah.
that was Mayhem and White. Mayhem was slow because he's lost front wing. White's gone flat out into the back of...
Michael C's gone.
Where was that? Was that into the back of White or Luke Bailey?
No, he's crashed. Yeah, terminal damage. I think he's crashed towards the end of sector 2. That left-hander at the end of sector 2.
Well, no, he just passed Luke Bailey.
Or had he? Oh,
yes, he had just passed Luke Bailey, so I reckon he might have hit the back of him.
Well, no,
so that started. That started.
Luke was ghosting, so he hasn't hit the back of him. He's crashed at the same point.
That all started because Mayhem lost his front wing, and then was obviously lifting and he hit the wall, understeered into the wall, and then came back across the track, collected White. Them two went spearing drivers right. Luke's crashed drivers left, trying maybe to avoid the incident. Don't know how Mayhem and White got away with it, personally. No idea how, but I don't know how Michael C crashed.
Michael C, I think, has just had his own crash in the same section. Just
loads of debris, but no safety car.
Yeah.
Right, here comes J19 on his teammate.
J19 is lining up his teammate, and this will be with DRS.
Fairly straightforward.
Oh, yeah,
virtual safety car. Soulman's gone now.
Yeah,
now I know what that's going to be. That's going to be on the entry of this corner, maybe. No, that will be in the same place as well.
Yeah, same place. Same place.
See if I can see the onboard of. Where is his car? So they're coming round the incident zone here. There's no... yes, same place.
There. Same place.
Right, so we've already lost 3. 5 have already had a crash.
So we're down to 9 already.
Do you know this doesn't help?
Go on.
This does not help Madman.
Well, no, you can't. The ice enable, so back green.
Oh, of course, it's only virtual, isn't it? It's not an actual. Sorry.
Yeah, it's only a VSC.
Matey Boy caught up quite a bit in that, but totally legal. Didn't get a penalty or anything.
Didn't get anything. Maybe J19 or Charlie went too slow. Yeah, Madman hasn't had the ability to pull away during that stint.
No, it's only 3.5 seconds. So will it now? Agreed, Mayhem has got easily the most amount. Madman, sorry, has got the most amount of electrical energy by miles. But here comes all the harder runners. Will Matey Boy now have a go at Michael C? Charlie. So whatever happens now, then Madman will lead the championship.
Well, that's if he gets to the end.
If things ended now.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, or would he? Madman hasn't won a race this season. Where's
Madman won the first round.
No, he didn't.
Madman won the first round.
Did he? Did he win the first round? Dave's in.
Dave's hit the wall.
Is this more front wing issues?
Dave's hit the wall. He's on soft,
yep,
so this
front
will not
wing
be
issue.
strategic.
Yep, front wing being ready. So Mayhem and Michael and White may come out ahead of him, but it'll be tight.
So
Dave's goes down the pit
round
lane.
1 with Michael C winning round 2 and 3. Michael C leads the championship before today by 6 points.
Oh.
Because Michael C failed to finish at Australia.
Oh yes, of course, he crashed, didn't he? It turned 12.
So he's had a DNF and 2 wins, whereas Madman has had a win, an 8th and a 3rd. So Madman only needs to be in the top 6 to retake the lead of the championship.
At this rate, it will be easily happening.
Yes.
J19 is closing the gap. Slowly, but getting there.
Slowly, but yeah, this... I think Madman's been smart.
Oh, Charlie's just hit the wall in the same place.
Yeah, Charlie's knocked his left wing and he's boxed. Did he commission to the box?
No. He has knocked the left part of it, you're right.
Yeah, if you go on board the J19,
yeah, I've just seen this, yes.
You can see the comparison of the difference. We're on lap 5, so that will mean we're getting towards the point that you would think about the ultras dying off.
Oh, Charlie's at the wall again.
Charlie's at the wall massively. And he's got Matey Boy right on him now. Matey Boy will be looking to get through.
As you said, this is a survival race. Just think on how many people would have crashed out if this was an F1 rules. It's at least 6.
It's like simulation and...
There's at least 6 now.
We'll be down to 4, I think.
Yeah, we're down to 5, wouldn't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we would have had Mayhem, Dave, White all gone.
We've got the 3 already. We may have had Charlie just go there as well.
Charlie would have gone as well. Yeah. And he's hit the wall again, for good measure.
Charlie will be boxing this lap, we would have thought. It may not be the end of the world for Charlie.
He will still come out ahead of Mayhem.
He will come out in front of Mayhem. But again, this is where Matey Boy's got to be careful now.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful because he'll have to lift.
Wow, Charlie's staying left. Charlie's staying left. He's doing the right thing. So Charlie's committing to the pit lane as Matey Boy goes through. Charlie actually commits to the pit lane properly, fully within the white lines, even in the chicane.
Actually, saying that, I don't know actually whether or not he will come out ahead of Mayhem. Actually, it'll be close because obviously it's a longer pit stop.
Well, we've got more
Mayhem's
problems. Matey Boy spun in turn 2.
Here comes Mayhem underneath the Rolex bridges.
Charlie should do. He's already
we'll do it. Yeah, sorry, yeah, it will be easy.
But
and all of a sudden, the only person left on the Ultrasoft is the pole man.
Yes. Because only the top 4
have yet to pit.
Of the people yet to pit.
I think Matey Boy may have damage, but not sure. No, he doesn't. Thankfully, the camera on the Renault on the front wing's to the right of the wing. It doesn't look damaged.
Yeah, I think he's just had a spin in. Oh, J19's nudged the wall.
I think nudging the wall on this regulation's fine. I think slapping the wall you can't get away with.
Madwin's in. Madwin's pitting.
This is early. Unless he's got damage. Don't think so. Don't think he got damage.
I think he has. But Madwin is in.
So he'll come out behind Matey Boy.
Matey Boy.
Yeah, no front wing there, no.
It's just purely a pit stop for tyres. So Charlie is only navigating the exit of the fast chicane now.
Yeah.
And Madwin will come out 4th, right behind Matey Boy. But that's a little deep. But that's a fair amount of traffic that he probably doesn't want.
J19 has got a 10-second lead.
Yeah, so I was say, now we need to find out how far can J19 go.
Because this is the thing, I think this is what helped. Well, I don't know, because China, I think what didn't help with China was if the super soft was available, I think starting on that tyre would have been better than the soft.
Yeah.
But I think because of the pace difference, I think that's what didn't help. But because we have the super soft here, it's probably better to start on that tyre. Probably, but I guess we'll find out. Looking at the amount of lap
Currently-
time, Blunt and Sands is back in again.
Yeah, I think he's had another wing
Wingo.
break. Currently,
How-
Soups is the
Best
person
McLaren.
who's climbed the most position. Also claimed the most position gains at 6.
I suspect we may be a bit busy on Wednesday. Matey Boy's trying to keep ahead of Madman, but I cannot! Madman's hit the wall!
Ooh, man was hit the wall. Might got away with it, but
Yes. Ooh. It was a bit close.
he's not close
He's
enough
not-
to Matey Boy
nowhere
have a
near.
look. Would he be close enough into turn 3? Deep again.
I'll keep an eye on. Does he have damage now?
Matey Boy's
Oh,
spun.
Mate's spun again.
He's done
Same
the exact
place.
same things he did
That's
earlier.
that's balance issues. That is with
Yeah.
rear tyre deg. That is.
Yeah, that's just as soon as he turned in, the rear just went round. Madman deep into 3, having to really slow it down there to avoid hitting the wall.
We've only had 9 laps.
No, it's 51, so we weren't quite accurate with the laps. 51, not 53. Madman, the next car for Madman is Soups, and you would think Soups would not get in his way if Madman caught him up.
All depends on how well J19 has saved his tyres. But at least everyone has now sort of spread out. The closest people on the track is Dave and White at 9/10.
Yes, they are. J19 does the fastest lap of the race.
That may get beaten by Madman this whole fight yet. No, it didn't.
No.
Ooh, okay.
White is still within second.
J19's pace is pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
The
Making
gap
those
to
super
Madman
work.
still. Oh, Dave
Oh,
nearly spun
Dave's
it.
made an error, so White is be right on him. White is he's got to be careful through here though. You don't want to be
That close,
weaving
no.
around like that. And that close behind the car in front through that section.
Dave's
But the
going left.
slick-
No.
No, they're fine. Using all the track available for in the
Whoa.
white line. Does he do around the outside? Dave's
No.
later on the brakes. Just gets it stopped. White was very early on the brakes into turn 2, which meant he's nowhere near for turn 3.
The gap to J19 and Madman is still 15.5 seconds.
Yeah.
That's not moving
Madman-
as quickly as I thought it was.
No, Madman's not making inroads on Super, I thought he would as well.
Unless this track's quite fuel sensitive.
Well, it has been in previous years, hasn't it?
Also, J19 is in mode 3, but so is Madman.
Madman will get the RS
Interesting,
time on his
Madman not
teammate.
taking the last section flat.
I think people are being careful behind the car in front through that section. If they're in the toe,
They go
Madman will be
43.6.
43.6. That's deep. That's 14.9. 15 seconds exactly now the gap. Soups makes an error into turn 3.
2.
Turn 2, sorry.
Okay, they're not down in turn 3 yet.
White is 8/10 behind Dave still. Might be close enough this time. He's now 1.1. He's actually lost time through the.
Yeah,
He's
he's
actually
in
not
mode
gonna get
1
the
ERS.
So yeah, he's saving battery for a later attack. So 14.7 the gap. So Madman's closed about 3/10 so far. 2.5, 3/10 this lap so far.
I guess the only one we've got to really keep an eye on is Charlie and Matey Boy.
Yeah.
That's a good point, actually. Would Mayhem be ahead of Matey Boy when Matey Boy stops?
Well, that gap's only between the two of them, 17 and
17
a
seconds,
half.
yes. Yeah.
So yeah, you think that should easy.
Brian Sands in again.
He's not having after a very, very good qualifying, finding it difficult in the race, and there he is on the pit exit waiting for Madman and Soups actually. Very sector 1 yellows up with London Sands slowing down. London Sands knows he's in the points, so he may be frustrated, he may be over a minute behind White, but just get to the end and he's in the points, and there's no guarantee the 8 cars ahead of him are all going to finish.
Exactly, yeah.
Not really sceptical or anything, but this is a track where
DNFs are quite high.
Yeah, high attrition rate is normally the cause of the day.
The amount of people that crashed in the first sort of 5 laps normally would say to me that some people haven't done high, like maximum fuel running.
Yeah, they haven't done the high fuel running to know what the car's like on the heavy fuel in the fast bends in particular, and with under braking. Yeah, that's normally the giveaway, isn't it? Especially when you get instances like that happening frequently in the opening laps. It does mean they're all spread out again, but some have pitted, some haven't, so it will close up for some. Madden got the gap down to 13, so he's taken about 2 seconds since he's pitted.
Would expect that though, but I think Madman is on a very odd two-stop strategy. If he can make a two-stop work from here,
the clue will be how far J19 can make that set go.
If he can get to about 20 laps, then yes, it will be an easy 2.
Yeah,
at least for him anyway.
It'll be interesting. Would J19 consider going on the soft? Would he try a 1-stop? If he gets to that 20-25, that'll mean he's only got to do between 25 to 30 or 26 to 30 laps on the soft tyre. But we haven't really, seen anyone use the tyre yet, apart from Dave and Blunder Sands. And I mean Michael C as well, but he crashed on his outlap on those soft tyres.
Not really a
good comparison yet to really know. Yeah, it's not good omen because Dave crashed on those tyres in quali. London Sands has had a few issues during the race, and Michael C crashed on his outlap on that set. We actually haven't seen a lap yet on those tyres, not properly.
Charlie's really catching Mighty Boy now. Agreed,
He's on 6 laps younger tyre than Matey Boy.
So Matey Boy's struggling. Well, so Soups, if we're honest. Soups is struggling. Only really J19 that's keeping the pace.
Yeah, if you think that's Blood and Sands behind Soups. Don't forget, Blood and Sands let Soups go when he pitted 2 laps ago. Blood and Sands on and dropped off his tail, which again sort of shows the pace Blood and Sands could have had. I mean, looking at Blood and Sands' fastest lap, It's only J9. So what's he? A 44.9 is past that. It's only J19, Madman, Charlie, and Mayhem and White who are all quicker. So about half the field. So he's got decent pace. His Blood and Sands. It's just a shame it hasn't worked out for him.
Well, I was saying that Mayhem's now on the prowl as well. That gap was over 11 seconds last time I looked at it. Now it's nearly below 10.
Madman of J19 11 and a half.
Oh, he's just tapped the wall though, but would have got away with that.
He's used a lot of his battery as Madman now.
Yes, he has.
Compared to J19. The J19 is sort of managing the gap.
Yeah, it's very, very well. J19's pace is very, very interesting. Very good.
Considering he's not using the ERS modes compared to Madman on this current set or stage of the race.
Well, the thing is, look at the pace of him. Compare him to Soups.
Yeah.
Charlie's in.
Charlie's in.
I wonder if he's at the wall. He's at the wall again.
He's hit his wing again. The left side of his wing's gone again.
So goes Mayhem. Mayhem's up again.
I wonder if that was the fast left-right again at the end of the lap. It's the left-hand side of the wing, which would indicate that, yeah, around there, because there isn't really any other...
Here comes Dave and the other Haas as well.
Dave and the other Haas, yeah. Charlie will just get in front of him. Yeah, that's...
The top three are very equally spaced out.
Yes, they are. Top four.
Top four, sorry, yes.
But once again, like we saw 2 weeks ago, Mayhem keeping himself... Well, he hasn't kept himself as clean as 2 weeks ago. So
no, but I think now he's been on his own, he's calmed down, got into a bit of a rhythm, and now he's fine.
Yes. And he's picking up positions through other people's mistakes.
And what we've got to remember is, I know that his tyres are 2 laps younger than Matey Boy's, but... Oh, he's just hit the wall there. But I think... This is what's annoying. If it was on simulation... Ooh, that would be wing damage, that would have been pit lane, that would be everything. But because it's on full... He's fine. He'll get away with that.
Yeah.
Oh, was Soups made an error? Because all of a sudden he's dropped a second to Madman and dropped a second to Matey Boy.
Either that or he's just struggling.
But it would have lost... Well, the only reason why I'm asking is he would have lost it either in the very fast section or in the first corner. So I don't really know which one it will be. The gap at the front is finally under 10 seconds. That gap that J19, that tyre strategy J19 has done, he's clearly worked on his super soft high fuel pace.
He's done his running. He might have done his running with Luke Bailey. So I know they're mates.
Yes.
So they might have sort of in sort of getting Luke up and sort of, up and running up to speed for the league. J19's taken that opportunity to get some decent running in.
Dave's past Charlie. Charlie's lost more wing.
I wonder if we're going to see a retirement there. Yeah, he's parking it. He has parked it down the runoff as the game now reverses him back on track.
Oh, J19's in. Sorry, just seen that. I thought there was an initial J19, but he's just... Ultrasoft's gone on for J19. That's interesting.
Reverse 2-stop.
Didn't expect that. Okay.
No, I did not. So this is a reverse 2-stop we're seeing here then.
So now we'll see what J19's real pace is.
Yep.
Oh, mate. Oh, hello. Matey Boy's made an error somewhere. Because all of a sudden that gap's gone up by a second and a half and Mayhem's closed in 2 seconds.
I think he's... has he not the right-hand side of his wing?
No.
No,
he might do in a minute. Might do in a minute. So now down to 8. Yeah, but that looks so. Hang on. So. Hang on. So J19 only managed 18 laps on his tyres.
18 laps. Well,
that includes the qualifying.
19.
That includes qualifying.
18, yes, 18, maybe 19. If you include
so
the
it's
outlap, the in-lap.
So it's a. Hang on. So Madman pitted on lap 8.
End of 7.
End of 7. Sorry, end of 7. So for him, so he's gonna have to do over 20 laps now on his set of supers to make his 2-stop work. That's gonna be a push.
We need to see how far J19 can make this set go.
He's already caught a second to Madman.
I think he's been quite clever here.
Do we reckon he's trying to get to Madman and then they're going to duke it out on the final stint
That's
on
what
the
I was
same...
just about to say. I think he's been clever here. Rather than go on the supers again and risk not catching him as much, and then Madman will get an undercut on him for the final stint. In theory, these two now will be pitting roughly around the same time.
So I wonder what he'll do is he'll catch him and then he'll pit before him and get the undercut that way.
Yes, I think reading that is the idea, which is actually quite clever and well thought out. If that is the case, use the ultras now to get onto the back of him.
Yeah, because if you remember looking at China in the F1 race, the ultras were miles faster than anything else, but they died within several laps.
I think the ultras are better here than they were at China, as in they last a bit longer.
Yes.
And they're a bit more better as a race tyre.
Not by much, but a bit better.
Not by much, but better. Mainly because there's less of that, less of a step in the tyres.
This is going to be a new fastest lap by miles, I can think. So he's taken a second out of Madman in this lap. So it's a second delta. And it's a 42.6. Okay.
Charlie's pedal box broke.
Ooh.
As he's messaged on my stream.
Mechanical failure rather than bodywork failure. That's a new one. I've got to keep an eye on this Soups and Matey Boy situation. They are really, really slow now.
Yeah.
It won't be too... Well, I think Matey Boy's in a state of ERS saving.
Yep.
Same
again,
with Soups.
Blunsands has not dropped off the back of Soups.
And he is not giving up because he's now scoring 4 points.
4 points. And we've seen a couple of these cars still looking rather twitchy and uncomfortable around here.
J19 is now under 6 seconds behind Madman.
And I was just about to say, these two at the front are pushing like hell.
I was going to say, if
these guys, that could be fatal.
I was going to say, if any of these two crash, well, J19, and I'm sort of jumping the gun here. When was the last time J19 was in this good of a position to win a race? It's got to be sort of 2015, maybe. Maybe 16.
He's had the odd good race. Oh, Charlie's pedals broke in Q2. pedals won't return / release, so he tied them to his feet to try and help get around.
Wow, that's a mechanic for you. Now, Soups is in. He's done 19 laps.
And plus
no
quali,
new
so
front wing.
Just over 20 laps. Matey Boy in as well. We're looking around 20 laps for the Supers.
So Mayhem will take over 4th place and will not be too far behind Soups. But however, I suspect
Mayhem.
Soups will start running away.
Yes, Mayhem is only a good couple laps away from needing to pit himself.
Yes.
And he's not going to have enough tyre life in the Supers
I'm not
to get
sure.
to the end from here.
I'm not so sure because his pace relative to the cars around him, I know his tyres were 2 laps short, done 2 laps. His pace was pretty good. So even if he can go through his, but to be honest, even Soups has to stop again. He won't get to the end from here.
Yep. There's no way to get 31 laps out of those tyres. I think even 31 laps on the softs would be a limitation.
The gap is now under 5 seconds.
Yeah, Charlie. J19 is J19. There you go. Madman is now in sight between turns 1 and 2
for J19.
Yes.
Oh, Matey Boy, by the way, went on the ultra softs, doing a J19 manoeuvre.
Yeah, I think J19 played a good move here because Madman may still, well, we will still assume Madman will be the.
So hang on. So for Madman to get to the end, he'll have to pit around lap 30.
Well, let's say he's done 13 laps. If he did 20 laps on those tyres, that'll be lap 28, which will mean 23 to go. So he needs to get
49.50, yeah.
He needs to get to about lap 30. It's another 10 laps on this set for his last stint to be comfortable enough that his tyres aren't dying too much. He's not going beyond the limits of the tyres.
Have you noticed as well the pace of the pace of J19 has now slowed?
Yeah, he's obviously, well, he's on his 5th lap on this tyre now, isn't he? So he would have used the best of the grip, but he won't. The one thing he won't do on the next stop will be lose as much in an undercut because they'll be pitting around the same time. If he went on the Supers again and an ultra at the end, he would probably still close, but not as much. But then he would have to do another, 10 laps more beyond Madman having pitted if he'd gone on the Supers. And therefore will have lost out on the undercut. So I can understand why J19's done it this way. He is still closing, but it's now smaller jumps.
Mayhem's going round again.
I wonder if Mayhem, he did it in China, no it didn't work. I wonder if Mayhem will think of using the hardest available tyre.
I don't think that's working.
I don't think it's working either, but if he when he pits, if he chooses the Ultra or the Super, he'll have to pit one more time regardless.
Yeah.
And he can't do 2 sets of Ultras. He won't get to the end doing that. So he'll have to use at least another set of Supers and Ultras from this point. Or if he wants to try and get to the end, he'll have to try and make the softs work.
His pace still isn't too bad.
It's not bad.
I mean,
unless
over
he's
the
able to stretch this stint. The gap J19 has eaten in this lap.
Yep. I just noticed that.
That might be... Madman is now battery saving.
Oh, Mayhem 3-second time penalty.
First time penalty
Where
of the
did
day.
he get that then? Because he was not even round a corner.
Unless... Well, that was on that left-hander.
No, it weren't, because I
at the end
only
of
just went
sector
on
2.
it. I only just went on him when the penalty came up before he went through that corner.
Not sure. See, I went on him afterwards, so I just assumed it had been that turn.
No, he's going round again. So he's the first one to hit 20 laps.
The tyres don't look too bad. You're not seeing any marking or anything on the fronts anyway. It is the rears that take more of a hit round here, but...
Yep. Doesn't look like he's going sideways or anywhere.
And he hasn't dropped off the back of Suit by much.
No, it's only by what? Maximum of 3 seconds. The one I would feel bad for is actually Macy Boys. He was about 12 seconds behind Soups when they pitted. He's only caught 2 seconds on the faster tyre.
J19 is now also saving battery, which is why the gap hasn't moved. His battery bar is almost full.
Well, he's in 0 at the moment. Now he's in 3. 4.
So he's managing that battery.
And remember, the battery will have quite a big impact in the way the car will use its tyres.
Yes.
Because it won't give you the initial punch out the bends. Question is, will Mayhem pit this lap? Or will he go round again? We've got 27 to go.
No, if he's going to try and do one more stop and use the supers again, he's got to do another 4-5 laps.
No.
Really?
No.
3-4 laps to
no, because if he remember, 4 laps will be 20. It'll be lap 28, and in 4 laps will be 25. So it'll more likely be 2 to 3 laps more.
Does look like a little bit of understeer in that car. Matey Boy is now starting to make his inroads on him.
The gap is now under 3 seconds. So J19 is arriving on the scene. J19 needs to realistically pass Madman before lap, or get up at least behind him before lap 29.
Yes.
Now 2.5 seconds.
J19 is managing this battery. He's not using it from turn 1 to the end of the lap, and he's using it all down the straight, pretty much. Whereas Madman is just
leaving
not
it.
really using much more than... He's not using much more than sort of mode 1 or 2 throughout the lap.
See, now J19's in O. But this is where you don't necessarily need battery.
No. I mean, obviously the punch out the corners is always beneficial, but you don't lose as much time.
Especially when you're losing... Especially when you're losing tyre wear, or gaining tyre wear, I should say. Having no battery boost means it's just that little bit more manageable and a little bit easier to control. He'll probably put it into 2 going down here, because it's a bit of a straight. No, he doesn't. He leaves it in no. He leaves it in... Oh, now he's put it in 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's gained a little bit through there, so he's under 2 seconds now.
He may just leave it in 2 down the straight. Oh no, he's put it into 3.
Oh, Madman had to lift. He nearly went in the wall. He had to lift. And that's why the gap has all of a sudden jumped down 3/10.
Matey Boy's now caught Mayhem as well.
Yeah, Mayhem's lost another 3 seconds to Soup since I've last been with him. But the battle for the lead is now on.
I don't think Madman would have expected J19 to be battling him, but J19's clearly done the work.
He's clearly done the work, and this would be also good insight for the F1 boys. This is probably throwing a spanner in the works that some people may not have thought of initially in terms of how to approach their race. Thankfully, you and I don't need to worry about it.
Exactly, we don't need to do this track because this track we are otherwise engaged.
Yeah, as you and I are otherwise, occupied for that weekend.
J19's used a bit more battery than normal this lap.
I wonder if he's trying to get within DRS and then use DRS
I think he's using his engine quite a bit in the places where he's running in zero he's using his engine,
which again would be quite clever and sensible. Matey Boy's within a second of Mayhem now. J19 is just going to be outside of DRS zone this lap. They've gone past the detector. Madden's in. Madden's boxing.
This is early.
No,
you won't get...
No,
dummied him.
Dummied him. I need to look at that. That was close to the line, you know.
Now we would like to point out as well, the regulation would be a time penalty, is it or is it not? And J19 is now in DRS.
Yes, it is. If you're pitting, and you have 2 wheels outside the line, it's 5 seconds.
Now we look at the battle for 4th.
J19.
Now Mayhem could pit now and get to the end.
Yes.
I think he might do that next lap.
Which is a slightly shorter stint at the end compared to what he's on now.
Mayhem's got really good straight line speed. Matey Boy on DRS.
J19 too aggressive on the throttle for the castle section and nearly spun it. Lost him a couple of tenths and that will cost him the ability to DRS down the pit straight.
The problem that J19's got is Madman has got a lot more battery than he does.
Yeah, Madman has been saving battery throughout the last sort of 10 laps. J19 has been playing around with it a little bit more, sort of saving it through the twisty section.
Oh, J19 lifted then.
Yeah, J19 I think was not confident that time. Madman goes round again. With J19.
Well, would J19 want to pass him? Because if he does pass him, Madman then has a prime opportunity for the undercut.
Yes.
And now Madman's boxing this lap. I'll put money on it.
Or just be bolted.
Yes, he's put his battery into 5. I will put money on he pits this lap. Same with Mayhem, because he's now in 5 as well. Mayhem's flat still through the chicane.
I think it's comfortable through there if you get the line right. And you
no, Madman's going round. Mayhem's going round again. Mayhem is going round again.
Imagine in the castle section now. 2.6 seconds all of a sudden. Yeah, he's bolted.
I will put money on that he pits this lap. I will put money on it. I'm going all in.
This will be still 22, 23 laps to go.
It's possible because obviously Mayhem's done 25.
But but Madman's only done 20 laps on this stint, so he'd have to go longer on his final stint.
Oh, lifting again through the.
Yeah, I think he got a little wiggle on coming out of the.
Staying left. He's in. He's in. He's in. He's in. No,
No.
oh, half his car.
Naughty, naughty.
Oh, now how does? Yeah, because there's a varying degree of penalty, isn't there?
We did say at the start, don't forget, because you're able to have two wheels over the white line on corners on exit and not be penalised for all being track limits. That's technically still got two wheels on the track, and he's gone round again.
We'll have to look at the rule book on that.
We'll have to look at the rule book, because the rule book is more for pit entry rather than staying out. So I think that's okay. I think you should have done another dummy.
Mayhem may get passed by Matey Boy this time. Mayhem.
No, it's going to be a lunge if he does. No. Might wait till turn 3, because the detection point for turn 3 is there. And he's now at the arc. This should be easy now.
So what's Mayhem doing?
Oh man, late on the brake.
That was
tight. You can see the position there, yeah. Matey Boy left him in a position.
Right, here we go.
Right,
will Madman now box this time?
He's got that Blood and Sands in front of him.
Yeah, Blood and Sands staying to the left. Yellow sector 2.
Who's had an issue?
Oh, no, that's illegal. That's illegal this time. That was illegal.
Yeah. That was two wheels over the line and then committed to the pits.
That was illegal that time. Ooh.
And the other thing hasn't helped him. The other thing that hasn't helped him, he's been held up by Blood and Sands.
It's Dave. It's Dave.
Pits. Oh, it's Dave, sorry. It is Dave, yes.
Look at
Dave was obviously a bit more cautious on the pit lane speed limiter.
Mayhem hasn't given up on Matey Boy yet. Matey Boy's sideways, but I suspect...
Surely J19 will box this lap. Surely. If he boxes, he's got 20 laps to the end on the supers. And he's done 13 laps on his old.
Here comes Mayhem.
Much more life left in him.
Mayhem's done it as well. Mayhem's also been illegal.
Done it as well.
Okay, we have to keep an eye on these now.
Yeah.
That's 2 we've caught.
I'm just going to review your stream. You've caught them better than I did.
I've got both on board.
Yeah, I'm going to just check them now.
What about J19? What will he do? J19 definitely got it right the first time.
Yeah, J19 was very...
Very, very legal. Now, will he box? Doesn't. Oh, yes, he will. Yes, he's
moving left. He's thinking about it.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's fine. Mayhem another 3 seconds. That's his seconds. He's the only one who's got any yet. He's got 2 of them.
So what title? This will be a set of supers. Yep. Madman will retake the lead. Quite comfortably.
J19's got the 1 lap fresher tyres.
Right, we've got to keep an eye on Matey Boy because he'll be coming in quite soon as well. Because now we're in the pit stop window for people coming in. Matey Boy,
No, Matey Boy's staying out.
Yep, staying out. Yep.
Yeah, I've just reviewed your footage. Madman has definitely committed to the pit lane
late,
illegally, and by the rules, that's a 5-second time penalty. There's 5 seconds if you cross the white line with 2 wheels. That time penalty is then doubled to 10 seconds if it's with all 4 wheels.
Is that also a license point as well, or not? Don't I take all 4 wheels off the track?
No, I don't believe so. But Mayhem's one is all 4 wheels. So having reviewed your footage of Mayhem, Mayhem has crossed the white line with all 4 wheels. The Mayhem will most likely get a 10-second time penalty at the end of the race.
But no license point.
But I don't believe, I'm just double checking that now, but I don't believe it's a license point. Rules and regulations. Cutting the pit lane entry, 5-second time penalty per offence. Yeah, 5-second time penalty per offence, increased to 10 seconds if all 4 wheels cross the white line. So by that, Madman will get a 5-seconder.
So technically J19 is leading.
Technically J19 is leading by half a second.
Right, Matey Boy looks thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Oh, that was close! Oh, that was close. That was legal. That was legal. The right-hand side of the tyres were on the line. That was really close.
I suppose the one good thing for Mayhem at the moment, obviously he will have Matey Boy behind him, but after that, White is nearly a minute behind.
Yes. Now, will Mayhem be able to catch Soups up? Well, no, Soups will be on the Ultra Softs, won't he? He hasn't used anything else yet.
Soups will need to, he'll pit for the Ultras in around lap 40, 41, you would have thought.
Do you know what's keeping J19 in the game? It's his battery usage. It's the battery usage is keeping J19 in the game.
Yeah.
Even though Madman's now joining in on 3, J19 up the ante and puts it in 4 and 5. New Madman, new fastest lap again. J19 won't beat that, but it will be a couple of attempts off because it was about 4.5 seconds.
42.6 he did. Madman's on a 42.501, J19's on a 42.654. They're the only two in the 42s. The next best, Matey Boy on a 43.0 in terms of their fastest lap of the race. The Matey Boy is just, as he smacks the wall,
gets away with it.
Matey Boy's obviously on fresh tyres, yeah, he gets away with it. So apart from Soups, who we think will go on to Ultras to the end, everyone's on a pretty level playing field in terms of their tyres. Matey Boy won't know it unless either his engineer has told him or he's listening to us, but he will actually be ahead of
Mayhem.
Mayhem.
Well, double time, isn't it? Because Mayhem's got 2 3-second time penalties and a 10-seconder.
6 seconds. Yeah, so Mayhem will be dropping 16 seconds back.
This is really interesting now, this gap for the front. It's all swinging, completely swinging this is. It's interesting, J19 is forcing Madman to use his battery, 42.2 this lap. I think J19 may beat that. No, he didn't, he was another tenth and a bit off.
42.3, yes. Pretty much exactly 1/10.
It's so close.
It's right, at the moment, Madman is leading by 15 thousandths.
Yeah.
Made up 2/10.
It's interesting, Madman uses 1 in the middle of the track, J19 uses 0.
Yeah, he's using all engine power, which
obviously isn't going to help, but... Woo! Man, that was close.
all J19 was very close as well.
J19 isn't really saving much battery this time.
Madden still pulled away. It's 5.6.
I wonder if he hasn't been able to put it into Rich this time.
Yeah, I wonder if he's used up too much fuel.
See, now Madman's in 5 now.
The one gap I'm keeping an eye on now is the gap between Soups and Mayhem.
Yeah, 25 seconds now. It really needs 41.6. That smashes that one a bit.
6 cents quicker than we just did that before.
Then, yeah, so I think the pit stop is about 20, would we say?
About 2021, and Mayhem's about 3 seconds off that. But Soups needs to do another 5 laps. Oh, yellow sector 2. Blood and Sands again.
Yep, Blood and Sands, yep. Where the hell is that? Oh, that's the castle section.
Castle section, top of the hill.
That's interesting. Now Madman's in 0. J19's in 1. So we'll see that gap now change back again. Maybe not to the same sort of degree, but... Has Madman got any warnings?
Let's have a look. Madman has one warning. J19 has 1 warning. Soups has 2. Unfortunately, we know Mayhem has already got 2 penalties.
Yep, and the 10-seconder.
And the 10-second. Lazy Boy hasn't got a single warning. White has got...
Madman's starting to stretch this out now, 7.2.
White has got 3 warnings, but no penalty. One of his warnings was for something else.
Is it a contact warning?
Oh, cross the pit lane exit line.
Ah, okay.
He's got a warning for crossing the pit lane exit, same as Michael C has. Interesting, the game has picked that up.
But hasn't given them a... So what's our rules on that then?
Pit lane exit lines is the same as the pit lane entry.
Ah.
The rule states pit lane entry and exit. I'm actually looking at these first few laps, the collisions. Mayhem got a collision with Blood and Sands lap 1. Michael C got a collision with Mayhem lap 1. Mayhem got a collision with White's lap 1.
Michael C got a collision with Mayhem?
Yes. I think after he broke his wing. They must have had a collision when he was dropping down the field.
Must have done. They should... Oh, someone else has gone. No. That may have been Blood and Sands letting J19 through.
Yeah. Yeah, Madras checked out, isn't he?
A little bit, but remember, there's still 15 to go, and it's only 3.5 second lead.
Soups is about 4 laps away from pitting.
It's now 21.3.
Yeah, Mayhem. I think Mayhem will be ahead of Soups on the road when Soups pit, but then Soups.
Matey Boy starting to come back at Mayhem.
Yeah. Dave is only 1.5 behind White. P6.
That battle's going to go to the end. But remember, technically, Dave's ahead of White. So the only people actually staying in the same position at the moment seems to be Madman, Soups, and Matey Boy. Or in that relative order, anyway, because I think Dave's
just hit the wall. He may have just knocked a wing there. Was that kind of angle?
think he got away with it.
Gap is now stationary at 8.8 at the front.
Yeah, I wonder if something's happened. Ah, that's what's happened. Madman's in 1, J19's in 2, on exactly the same percentage of battery. The gap to Soups is now 20.5. So Soups really needs to get about lap 40 to consider using Ultra Softs towards the end.
Yeah. You need to get about 40, 41 to about 10 laps on the Ultras to the end. I know J19 did about 13 on them, but those last 2-3 laps, you didn't really...
Oh, Soups 3-second time penalty.
That potentially could be crucial with Matey Boy.
Yes, that will be crucial. Well, no, it depends, because, well, we know, will Mayhem get ahead of Soups, but will Matey Boy, because Matey Boy is now under a second behind Mayhem. I think Mayhem's hit his wing. He has hit his wing. He's lost his tyre right hand side of the wing.
Oh, he has. He has. Yeah, Mayhem's going to be struggling now. You may have to risk Ultras to the end from here. You may as well box, because Matey Boy will get by, and after that he's got 50 seconds to wipe behind.
Matey Boy's got to be careful. Yeah, fine. Right, let's watch again. Will Mayhem adhere to the rules?
He's not within the lines at the moment. He's going to cut it again.
No, he's cut it again. 20. That's 20 now.
No, that's 26 in total.
Oh dear, 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 dear.
Yeah.
The gap at the front's now 10.6 by the... Mayhem's going on softs.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Oh, Mayhem got run out of Ultras?
Can't have run out of Ultras. He didn't do Q1.
He did 2 runs in Q2. And 2 runs in Q3.
Yeah, I suppose he may have.
So now we've got to keep an eye on the gap between Matey Boy and Soups.
Yep. Theory, that's 18 seconds on the road. You have Soups 3-second time penalty in play.
Soups will be pitting in the next 2 laps. Right, will Soups pit this lap?
Staying right. No,
Staying
he's
right.
going around again, I think.
He's creeping to the middle, but no, he's going around again. Ooh! Hang on a minute. Mayhem's 5th place is under threat.
It is.
25.5 to White.
And it's a 26-second penalty he's currently got.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. We'll keep an eye on that one.
But we have got to remember White has also crossed the pit lane exit line.
Ah, that's also
So
true. This is where it gets complicated.
Yes.
Is anyone actually going to finish in the same position? I think the only 2 is going to be J19 and Madman, I think.
Yes.
The only 2 questionable ones so far are Soups and Matey Boy. That's it.
Oh, mate, the Soups was very close to the wall there. I think he just got away with it, but he's pushing hard. I think, yeah, the battery's going down. I think this is a big lap.
Well, no, he's only in number 1, 2.
But he was in. His battery's gone down a lot, so I think he's been in like 3 or 4.
Ah.
In the early part of the lap and pull it down in 1 through the middle sector. Because if he's not in this lap, I expect him in the lap afterwards.
There's 11 laps, so it's doable.
It is doable. Move to the right again.
Yep.
In the middle, so this
No,
will
it's
mean
right. It's
staying
definitely
out.
right this time.
But look at the battery, it's all gone.
Yes, it has all gone.
So,
The battery, she gone! But so is Matey Boy's though. Matey Boy battery gone. Or going, going and gone. Got a bit of weaving going down the straight. Don't know why that is. So now got third and fourth. We've got no battery at all now.
and the other interesting element, with White having been done by the game, or given a warning by the game for crossing the pit lane exit, his 5 seconds may allow Dave
Yes.
to get in front of him.
Well, this is what we've got to keep an eye. Ooh, David just hit the wall again.
Okay. But that was wheel, so that might be okay. We need to make sure we get the entire race director before we leave the lobby.
Oh, virtual safety car. Blunt Sand's gone in the same place, the usual place. Right ahead of White.
Now, if Soups can make it to the pit before
He's nowhere near the. He's nowhere near the pit lane. Soups is nowhere near the pit lane.
He's just having a look. Little Dave just gets in the pit lane himself. So Dave is using the VSC to change onto Ultras and not lose too much time to White. Quite a clever move there.
Quite risky move.
It's risky, but it could...
Well, they've already done 13 laps, haven't they? So, right, okay, so virtual safety car is still out. Soups is on his way to pit entry. Will he pit? He's going left.
Moving left. This is close to the line.
Legal.
Just.
Legal.
Just. He's in. DRS enabled, so VSC has ended.
Matey Boy's not up to speed.
No,
this is going to be close.
He was on the back straight, or towards the pit straight. So
yeah, but remember where the McLaren pit lane is, pit garage is, right at the end. Matey, oh God, this is going to be close.
Matey Boy should just be. No, it's not. Zeus has just done it. I think that VSC has just helped him because Matey Boy wasn't up to full speed.
Oh, Matey Boy's going to have a go.
Yeah,
he's close. No.
That's deep. You've got to be careful.
The Mayhem gap, by the way, of keeping up with that is 27 seconds-ish. Or 26.8.
I will also point out, since we have this had this high level attrition, to still be classified after crashing out, sort of the last 10% of the race, you have to be within lap 47. Basically the last 5 laps of the race. 47, 48, 50, 51. So yeah, lap 47, you have to be on. Be classified if you do crash out.
Yep, Soups is now safe.
Soups should be fine now. Mayhem has got the gaps and White at the moment.
Yeah, but remember though, we've got to add 5 seconds to White, haven't we?
Yeah.
So now it's really a battle between Dave and White. Can Dave cut 10 seconds of that gap in 9 laps?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the thing. We're going to have to tell the commentators for the F1 to keep an eye on the pit lane entry.
We will indeed. Dave. Ooh. Okay, so Madman has J19 covered. J19 is safe in second. Dave is deep in turn one. I wouldn't say third place is done yet.
Why not?
Depends how well Soups can do in these opening laps, because those tyres will start to degrade.
Yes.
And they might start coming, might end up meaning Mateboy will start coming back at Soups if Soups can't get a big enough gap. So we'll keep an eye on it. 3 seconds. If that was like still like 3.5 seconds in say another 4 or 5 laps, that might get quite tasty at the end. So I'll keep an eye on that. And I'd say the rest of the field rather strong. Dave is still closing in on White, but not, I don't think at the levels he's needing to get within the 5 seconds of White to have a jump in as a result of White's pit lane exit warning. I think people are pretty much now, the gaps they've got. Well, is that Madman come up to Mayhem? That is Madman come up to Mayhem the Latin. I think with the gaps they're at now, it's a case of just getting to the end.
Yeah. So Dave's taken 4 seconds out of White.
Yeah, that we keep an eye on that, as we've got to find another 6 seconds in 7 laps. Assuming Dave doesn't get a penalty himself. Mayhem's got himself a lovely toe here on a Madman.
He's through again.
Another case of a force injury on lapping himself. That might not please Madman too much.
But now Madman's got DRS himself.
But Mayhem trying to come back at him.
Oh, sector 1
yellows. Who's that?
Don't know. It might have been J19.
Either that may have been White.
Yes, it was White. The gap's now 7-7.
Yeah, it was White. He's made an error turn 1 or 2, isn't he? Seven 4, yeah. He's definitely has he knocked his wing? Or has he just gone down an escape road or just gone deep?
There's no damage that I can see.
No, he looks okay. I think he's gone down like part way down an escape road. He just had to quickly stick it in reverse. And that's put Dave in a prime position now to get himself in front of White on penalties at the end result.
Meanwhile, Madman is right in front of Mayhem.
Yeah, Mayhem's not letting go. Mayhem again is showing his decent pace. But at the moment, it's a McLaren 1-3. Doing wonders in the constructors. Oh, yellow set. Oh, Soups has got. As I say that, Soups
Yeah,
has
Soups has crashed. Yeah.
And Mayhem has. Matey Boy's also broke his wing. Matey Boy's just broken his wing in the same
Yes, he
spot
has.
as Soups has just spun.
Ooh. The problem is, Mayhem isn't close enough. Oh, hang on a minute. He might.
Right, this might be tight.
Soups at the wall again. But will they pit though? Got to keep an eye on the rules.
Matey Boy's going around.
Soups will have to box. Oh, that's illegal. That was illegal. That was tight, but I was on board again. That was illegal.
Yeah, so was I.
That was, you saw the what? I have to re-watch that, but it looked like you could see the line just on the inside of the tyre.
Soups has just gone into his box now.
Here comes Mayhem on Madman.
On Madman again.
Oh, that was close.
That was close. So Mayhem does take 4th place on the road. Madman is probably really quite clenched up at the moment.
But remember, Soups now has a 8-second time penalty himself.
Oh, more yellows. Dave's
Dave.
gone. Dave's gone. We're down to. Oh,
Down to 6. That would
on that 47. I don't think.
no,
he was,
that was the on the way to.
Nah, lap 45. So no, he's not. Unfortunately, Dave won't be classified. And we're down to 6.
Mayhem right up behind Madman.
I don't. This cannot be comfortable for Madman. This really cannot be comfortable.
He's
for
not
him.
drop. If I was him, I'll just let him go.
Yeah, I would just let him go. Because
oh my god!
Doing this, he's at risk of making an error, hitting the wall, which he nearly just did then. Trying to keep this. Although doing this now might mean he's helping Soups. Although Soups will be ahead of Mayhem anyway.
Yes.
With the result at the end, they won't know that.
Wow, this is a run. Even got him before the DRS
Madman.
line.
Yeah, I was going to say, Madman's got to be careful. He doesn't get forced over the pit lane entry line there. I think that's sensible, just letting him go. I think Mayhem will have enough of a gap now to stay in front of him. Risky games. Matey Boy is committed to staying out. This is risky. It's so easy to lock up or just run deep.
Yeah, exactly.
Or understeer. He will get classified, no matter what now, but I don't think he'll be happy with classified 6 if he's in a position of getting 3rd.
Who?
Matey Boy.
Why would he be 6? Oh, I see, sorry, yes.
If he crashed. Oh, we've got yellow sector 2. Madman's gone! Madman spun just before the castle.
And here comes J19 now.
Now what happened there?
Lack of concentration, maybe. Has he got damage? More to the point. No. So it's like an Australia all over again. But he's now got to worry because he's now not leading. Technically.
Technically, yes.
He's got to gain 2.5, at least 3.3 seconds he's got to gain in the last 2 laps. Ooh. Now we'll see some pace if he's got any.
And that's assuming he realises what he's done earlier on.
Yeah.
Let's try and get Madman's stream up, see what find out what happened.
Did he try and let his teammate go? Well, well, well. Well, 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 well. Now I've got to keep an eye... Yeah, because this is the thing, see, but... Would you think the fact that Mayhem was nearby Madman was actually keeping him on his toes, then when Mayhem gone away, something is just snapped?
Maybe. Maybe.
J19's got to be careful he doesn't get a time penalty, because all he has to do is keep this gap here,
and
he's won.
Well, he won't... This is the thing, he'll have to wait for FIA to declare
Yes, this is true, yes.
on Wednesday. So, this is one of those situations where, up until now, Madman will win the race, and he will remain that way until Wednesday. You'll bet your bottom dollar that they'll be looking through their videos to try and find anything.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
To give them any kind of extra advantage. Madman's got the gap to 2 seconds, but there's no way he's going to get 3 seconds in 2 laps, is there? Unless J19 makes an error.
Well, J19's about to run out of battery, which doesn't help. But Madman isn't exactly high on energy either.
No. And have you noticed the gap further down, 4th and 5th?
Well, I'm not looking at that because there should be, for Mayhem to beat Soups, it has to be 8 seconds.
Yeah, I know that, but they're on the roads. Again, Soups might know that.
I'm saying that, admittedly, that's provisionally, of course, isn't it? But Mayhem's got the 2 time penalties. But so Mayhem has to at least beat Soups by 3 seconds.
But Soups has 1 time penalty, doesn't he?
Yes, he does, yes.
So that'll get tight. And if Soups get anywhere near him, I can see that being battled to the end.
Meanwhile, Matey Boy now is all on his own, as actually might get himself a podium here.
Oh, he should, as long as he can keep it out the wall.
Oh, this is so close for the lead.
It's
2.3.
2.7.
Yeah, but it needs to be 2.3. He needs to gain 2.3.
Yeah. And J19. He doesn't want to do that.
No, he does not want to do that. No. 3 seconds. It has to gain 2 seconds in the last lap.
2 seconds in the lap.
Madman is putting everything in this now. He's put it in 5.
J19 has also put the battery up.
No, it's only in 2.
He's put the battery up.
Madman fastest lap. Try and push it through.
21 lap old Supers has done a 41.4. Final lap. Keep an eye on that gap.
3.2 is 1.8 is all he needs.
If Madman gets it over 5 seconds, he wins the race. If it's under 5 seconds, then
it gets tight then, because it'll have to wait until Wednesday.
But after FIA, it could go towards J19.
J19's running low on fuel. So is Madman, but Madman's in no energy mode.
Mm. He's saving it all for the straight, isn't he?
Yeah, but 2 seconds won't come on the straight though.
But what I'm saying is, he obviously doesn't know about his potential 5 seconder because he probably hasn't realised what he's done. So
sorry.
He probably. That's all right.
Apologise.
Oh, he's deep. Oh. He won't know. He won't know, so he thinks he's done everything he needs to do.
Madman will win, but as long as J19 gets through this bit, which he has done,
keep
Now
an eye
then.
out for Wednesday.
Yes, Wednesday, important date. Keep there.
Madman crosses the line
To
in
win.
the lead, wins the race by
2.8. Now we have to wait a minute and 20 to get Matey Boy. Mayhem's only 12 behind, so that was getting a bit close to the end as well.
The next person to cross the line is actually White.
Yes.
White will come home in 6th. Supes hasn't given up on Mayhem.
But he is ahead of Mayhem on penalty front.
Yeah, Mayhem will be 5th regardless because penalties. Don't make those noises.
Just look like Supes. Supes looks a bit wobbly. Let's put it that way.
Matey Boy now coming down towards. Matey Boy taking it very carefully.
Can you not blame him?
No.
Right, so
Matey Boy will cross the line 3rd, and that is guaranteed.
Yep, they're definitely guaranteed.
Mayhem will cross the line 4th, but will end up 5th when Supes crosses the line.
Yep.
There you go. So Supes is 4th, Mayhem's 5th, and White is 6th. And those are your 6 classified runners. But what you're about to see on the podium may not be the end result.
No.
So you'll have to keep... We need to get the entire race director just in case something's been picked up. For the...
Let's just do that.
To say, Jake... Yeah, let's get this done now.
All I've got is a black screen, thank you.
Race director, incidents...
God, how many collisions we got on the first lap?
Oh my god, hang on. Let's go from the top, that's better.
Oh, it's not that many actually, if I'm honest.
No. So yeah, look, Blood and Sands cross the pit lane exit line. White is cross the pit lane exit and Michael C. Obviously Michael C and Blood and Sands won't matter because they've
dumped, yep.
White, in theory, White won't matter as well as he's last of the runners anyway.
Uh-huh.
But the ones we've caught in regards to the pit lane entrance will need to be really looked at to confirm.
Yeah.
But from what we've seen, it looks dead set, doesn't it? So the conditional result...
Definitely provisional.
Provisional result is Madman, J19 and Matey Boy, your top 3. But keep an eye out for the FIA on Wednesday and then probably the results of that on Thursday. Because that may have an effect on the end results. And of course there may be other appeals as well that will come in that we maybe haven't seen as a result of some of the people retiring.
Yeah.
Or there may be other instances of people cutting the pit lane entrance that we have not seen. It could be a number of factors. So definitely keep an eye out for the appeal section over the next few days, and then keep an eye out Wednesday night or Thursday in terms of the FIA summary results being posted. As I said, that could have a slight change in the race results. But that was quite an enjoyable F2 race.
Yes, very much so.
That we've just witnessed. Next, obviously, F2 will next race in 2 weeks' time around Spain. Properly starting the European leg of the season now. The F1 League race here next week. around Baku. Keep an eye out on the website in terms of who, or in information in terms of who will be commentating. Michael C probably be one of them. And we'll wait and see who the other one will be. There'll be a few absentees next week. We know that for sure. So keep an eye on next week's race. And me and Stephen will see you in 2 weeks' time for the F2 League at Spain.